Jeannie Brabham lost her Chalet Village home in the Sevier County wildfires.
Moved from Louisiana and bought this little round house. Loved living in the area.
But she has not lost her words.
Heartbroken, disappointed.
She knows about natural disasters. Her home in Louisiana took on more than 2 feet of water in Hurricane Katrina. She recovered from that and moved here 8 years ago with her 2 cats, which disappeared the night of the fire.
I don't think they could have saved my home, but I certainly could have saved my 2 precious cats. And everything I owned in it, I could have gotten something out.
With more warning and an earlier evacuation, she says. She does not blame the National Weather Service. Anthony Cavalucci is a warning coordination meteorologist with the National Weather Service out of Morristown. His office issued more than 3 dozen notices related to the conditions leading up to November 28th's deadly wildfire outbreak, including an enhanced fire danger statement on both Sunday and Monday mornings.
Which I thought had highlighted the explosive possibility of fire growth.
The National Weather Service statement issued at 9:57 that Monday morning says enhanced fire danger is due to strong and gusty winds that are expected to develop as the day progresses, making conditions near ongoing wildfires very dangerous, allowing them to possibly spread at a fast rate. Brabham wonders why that alert did not trigger a mandatory citywide evacuation.
They dropped the ball. They should have evacuated starting at 10 a.m., and they didn't do it. And I'd like to know who was in charge of that.
Gatlinburg Fire Chief Greg Miller made that call as incident commander. He issued a mandatory citywide evacuation at 8:30 that Monday night.
They should either retire or be fired.
10 News reached out to Miller, seen here at a media briefing around 4 that Monday afternoon, just hours before fire would descend upon the city.
But we will not implement a mandatory evacuation until we feel like they're going to be threatened. Their health and their safety would be threatened by staying where they are.
Miller did not respond to our request for an interview. Gatlinburg City Manager Cindy Ogle spoke to us instead.
Do you think that anyone needs to resign in this situation?
Absolutely not.
She and Sevier County Mayor Larry Waters sat down with 10 News to address some of the claims and concerns.
Would you have issued a mandatory evacuation sooner?
I wouldn't say that, no, because I think those unusual circumstances made it difficult for anybody to foresee what happened that night.
Waters says the fire, which had been burning in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park for 5 days at that point, moved much more rapidly than crews anticipated.
From the firefighter standpoint, they felt that they had things under control until the wind direction shifted all at once in an entirely different direction, and when it did, that's when things really turned not bad but worse.
Ogle points out the fire chief had issued evacuations throughout the day, including a voluntary one for the Minot Park neighborhood early that afternoon, which the chief made mandatory around 6.
But as to the massive outbreak of the fires, it happened in a matter of minutes.
Go, 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 go.
Images from that night show people escaping down burning mountain roads. Several evacuees told 10 News their first indication to leave came when they looked out their window and saw approaching flames.
This is crazy.
Now Brabham is deciding whether to rebuild.
Before I rebuild, I want to know what the county is going to do for me to protect me this time.
The city and county are working to set up an independent after-action report in which outside officials will come evaluate the decisions of that night.
We're going to review everything that happened, and if we can make improvements, everyone involved in all of the cities in the county will make improvements to protect citizens and visitors alike.
They hope to get a team here in the next few months and expect the report to take up to a year to compile. More immediately, the city of Gatlinburg is currently working on replacing its warning system, which consisted of 4 sirens downtown that did sound on the night of the wildfires.
We are going to be installing a new system and an enhanced system that will have capability to call cell phones, to use AM radio, to use other forms of communication.
That's something that we've talked about in expanding it outside the city limits.
So while Brabham is deciding what to do with her property, for Ogle, the decision is clear.
My husband and I lost our home, and we have full intention of rebuilding.
But for Brabham and many others, answers to lingering questions and any changes in policy may not come for months.